been thinking a lot about the coronavirus today, but I'm sure so is everyone else. Um, I actually didn't post this morning. I was just tired and I posted twice last night, and I am very bright right now. This is a heck of a lighting. I kind of like it in some weird way. Anyway, as I said in my first video, we were horribly ill last year, 2018 winter time, and throwing up and runs and just gross. Let's be gross. And I am now wondering if that's what it was. I have been reading a lot about the virus and finding out there's so much going on. They were examining this virus in like 2012 in China already. They were going into different caves with bats and examining them and finding a bunch of strains. They were testing people out there, and some of them were coming back positive for the antibodies in their blood. So this is not a new thing. They've known about this. No, did anybody actually put this out there intentionally? I don't know. They're talking about that lab in China. There has been, in that lab in China, testing has been going on these bats since back to 2012, probably even before that. So I am wondering if we were all sick from this last year. Last year was the only year I'd gotten a flu shot. I rarely get flu shots. I don't like flu shots, but I got the flu shot and I got sick. My doctor did tell me I had the flu, so he said, but I don't think he tested me for anything. He just told me I had it. So I'm wondering if this whole thing, like there's a woman on the internet now saying that it starts with the flu shot, you make yourself sick and all that stuff. I don't know about all that, but I do know I was horribly ill last year. I could hardly move for most of the winter, and being that I am kind of impaired, I'm just glad I survived that. It was really, really bad. I was really, really sick. I would not have been making these videos last year. So I'm wondering if, all of this just seems so surreal. And, how much of this is intentional, and, who's really behind it, if anyone, or who really leaked it, if anyone. So that's just on my mind today. I didn't go anywhere today. I am really, I guess people with fibromyalgia, a lot of us are basically living quarantine lives anyway. So it's not extremely new for me to be in a lot of the time. I do make sure my family gets out and I do go places, but a lot of times I'm happy to be home. And I'm fine with it. I do miss going places with my family, but I feel better to be in right now anyway. I feel like we should all be safer, but at the same time, we may have already gone through this. We don't even know it. So it's kind of, you don't get any real information from anywhere. I mean, if you go back and look, they were writing papers, medical papers on this years and years ago. So it's not new. None of this is new information. And why they're acting like it just, came out of the blue. It didn't. I mean, you can read all over the place, like legit stuff online that says nothing about coronavirus. But if you look back, because things online are not ever erased. You can find things online. That's why when you're searching for an event or something, you can find an event that's happening, but it happened like 4 years ago. So you can find these papers and stuff that were written by these Chinese doctors. You can even find things where the doctor said, oh no, somebody had this, and they're like, did this slip out of? We were worried that it slipped from us and stuff like that. It's all over the place. I don't know why this is acting like it's something new. But I really shouldn't be talking about this because it's all anybody talks about. So, I don't want to bore people, but I'm also blinding you with this light. But I wanted to be visible. Yes, I am strange. I am ill. I am tired. I am strange, but I'm breathing. Any morning I wake up, I breathe. I look at the ceiling, I look at the wall, and I say, hey, I'm still here. There must be a reason. So I shall try to make any difference in the world I can. There you go. I'll be back tomorrow.